Yo, what is up guys, Chris Vanish here, and today I have me my personal undefeated Sky Striker deck list I play at 3v3, Comic Man Center. I went undefeated against all my opponents that I went up against, but my overall team went X2 because due to lack of team communication and overall just bricks, they ended up going X2 and X3 respectively. So yeah, I'm going to explain why I played Sky Striker and not like a deck like Pile or like Prank Kids for the event, because like I own Prank Kids but I decided to play this instead. Well, I have to say it's a deck that does what every deck can do but with less cards and less effort, however using more skill at the same time, if that makes any sense. The deck's overall consistent considering I play 40, and well, it's Ray, so yeah. That's my reasoning for why I played the deck, and let's just get into the ratios. I played 3 copies of Ray. I feel like the way Sky Striker plays is you need all 3 of your copies. It's like the best starter in the deck. Like, she recovers herself, like she's a starter, and she can tag herself out for multi-roll / area 0 plays. Then you run 2 rows. If you want every dice roll, you cut 1, or when you go for game 2 or game 3, depending on how you lost / win, I guess, depending on what you go up against, you side out 1 for going first. That's it for the Sky Striker Ace monsters. There's only like 2 right now that are actually decent, and you run 1 multi, 1 hornet drone, and 1 engage. I feel like, yeah, multi-roll can come back to 2 at any day now. Hornet is just a starter, and then this is, well, engage. I feel like the card's just meh. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's limited for like good reasons, so every other deck can't use it, but like in Sky Striker, like I guess it is like good, but like this is not like the best card in the deck. That's it for the 3 limited ones. We have 3 Widowwinker. I played against 2 Flaunderies, and I 2-1 both of them. One of them I technically lost because my teammates lost, so our match immediately ended. But then he showed me his hand, and I saw that I was able to play past it, so I technically went still. Doesn't matter if I got timed out because of my teammates. I was able to beat the guy fair and square if we played it out. Here on 2 shark. I'm considering cutting 1 shark because, like, you know, it didn't really do that well in the 3v3. I only saw it like a couple times, and it wasn't even that useful. And yeah, overall, you just cut shark. I literally had games where I literally decided shark out as a whole because of Flaunderies, and then just side out 1 because it wasn't that good. 1 A0, 1 after for the other ones. After is really good. Like, it's like one of the best Sky Striker spell / trap cards in my opinion. Like 3rd in ranking, because this card just disassembles boards. Like, it destroys a monster and a spell when you have 3. And A0, like, it's so good because it gets rid of the garnets that I no longer need. Like, I feel like A0 is just like, it does its job correctly. Consistency too. It's also an E-Tilly, which is good. And that's it for the Sky Striker cards. We run a grand total of 15 because, yeah, Sky Striker. Then we run the bricks of the deck. I had 1 game with Eldritch where I couldn't really summon the DPE, but I was able to normal summon this and then tribute set this when they gave me a kaiju. So I just drew 2 in the grind game anyways. And we have 2 Fusion Destiny because this card is literally semi-limited. I would play 3 if I could, but like, it's alright, I guess. These are bricks. That's it for DPE engine. For the main deck, you run 3 Ash, pretty standard. 3 Infirm, standard. Yeah, these put in work against the Flaunderies matchup. 2 Drill, this is good. 2 Ghost Bow. I went up against the Sword Soul and Eldritch round 3 and 4, and Ghost Spell really put in some work against those decks because you can Ghost Spell the Sangwing or the Eldritch itself, or like Shark Cannon the Eldritch. And the Sword Soul, they do Summit, and I hit the Summit and they scooped. Next we run 2 Valor because, well, it's like Imperm or Woodwanker. It's like really good. However, you don't play 3 because you don't really see multiples of this card in the grind game. And then you play 2 Ghost Bell. I feel like this card's like really good. However, it's like the same reason why I don't run 3 Valors, because I don't want to see multiples. This is also once per turn, so that makes it even worse. And then 1 token. This is like one of the spicy things I put in the deck because maining 1, you can combo it off of Area 0 and just get infinite like resource against Brave and the Sword Soul matchups. So you just get like value off of playing this card alone. And well, I wasn't expecting the Sword Soul player, but like I just bodied him because I drew this. I was like, oh wow, and I just saw token come out and I just fucking dropped this. That's it for the hand traps. For the generic spells, we run these. We play 40. We play 40, and we play 40. Yeah, these 2 are something you're worth ashing, and this is not. So you're guaranteed 39 because no one ashes upstart. And if this resolves, it's gonna be like 37 and 35. You're deck thinning so hard that yeah, these cards just deck thin. Engage is also like a deck thin, so like 34. And we go into the traps, you're on the spicy tech, summon limits. You just play matter against the Fallen Rays matchup. Like the ability to only summon twice, like actually just killed them, like outright. And against Sword Soul, I just chain it, they summon token, they lose. Brave, this is bad, you side it out. Unless they Draco back return something else and you just bait the shit out of them. Or you summon limit on Hulk and then they return it and you're like, we already got the Hulk value, we just win. That's it for the main deck. Then we'll go extra, we run 3 Kagari. Card acts back a Sky Striker card. I really just added back like Afterburners, Engages, and Widowwinkers because those were the good cards of the event. We run 3 Shizuku. I really like this card. It searches out your Widowwinkers, your Afterburners, your Engages, and multi-roll is cool too. Two Hayate, because these go into time, and unironically speaking, dumps Ray when I don't see her. And you can't ash it because this is during the damage step, and people forget that. You try to like ash during damage step, I'm like, you can't do that. 1 Kino, 1 Zeke. This is good to make rotate, and this is good to like out cards that just shouldn't touch the graveyard. And you just win next turn because the card comes back and you Widowwinker it back. And then you run Hulk, Selene, Access Code. I feel like you don't really run these 2. You can run like Darkening Virtue for your budget, but like I like these because I guess I own this, and this is just nice because I own that too. Then we just have Access Code because, well, it's literally like the second win condition of the deck. And then we have the Verte DPE, because DPE is a very nice card. Not only does it let you get a quick effect pop every single turn, but you also get to revive it and draw 2 and special summon a card from your hand, because that is what the Destiny Heroes do. Overall, yeah, I liked it. This extra deck is good. And then before I go to the side deck, shout outs to Team No IO, my team. We could have done better, honestly, if we made like my player C the player B and the player B the player C, because the player B matchups were more for our player C, and the player C was more for the player B. So I felt like we should have just mixed those rules around. And shout out to Logan JYA for the nice Field Center. GG for free. Definitely would attend. I just haven't had the time to since school's whack. And we go to side deck. Oh yeah, shout outs to myself for making this token. I like it. It's prismatic. Here you got 3 Lancia. Excuse me for the mismatch. We have an ultra common and a gold. This card's really good against Brave, because you just prevent them from banishing your Enchantress. And it's also good against decks like the Eldritch and the Flandries, because the Flandries go to graveyard, and the Eldritches can't banish their traps towards the end phase. For 2 Nib, it's really good but I don't want to see too much of it. I see it enough when I sign into. It's self-explanatory. It's like either a bait or it just destroys the board. And for the last hand trap, we run the second token collector. Only for the matches where it actually matters. I usually side out the other token collector if I go up against Flounderies or like a deck like Eldritch. That's it for the trap. The hand traps, then you're in 3 Cosmic, good for grind. Hits Dracoback, hits Mystic Line, hits Floodgate. You get the points. It's Cosmic Cyclone. 3 Sheriff Ride, the Sky Striker special. There's a lot of decks like to add back from graveyard, like Eldritch. Shard Ride just says, let's benefit. Eldritch draw 2, Brave like draw 2. And then we'll actually draw 3 if you play the Basil Shoot. I like this card. It's like really good. It gets into my hand traps, which is good. And for the last trap card, we're running triple TCB because this card is really good against the Flounderies and the Eldritch matchups. I feel like he's played for it, and then I guess the Swords will match up too. And I might drop this and be like, oh, I get no token. Yeah, that's pretty good. Overall, I did decent. I literally just won all my matches. I went undefeated personally. Like, I really liked it. This deck could use like Droplets or Prosperity, but for the budget it had, I feel like I did decent with it. Even if I was playing like Broke Boy Striker, I still like beat all my opponents fair and square. Like, yeah, there's like some cheese, but like this deck is still like, it's good for your budget. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching my deck. Follow, please subscribe.